past 2 weeks, or 1 week, I guess.
Holy shit, Kevin!
Wow! What?
You get this only nowhere else but you, Kevin and Zach. Kevin, I'm not gonna lie.
Now we're not look at this. A carved penguin. There it is.
Oh no. Are the O's fine? Are the Orioles fine, Kevin?
I was so embarrassed.
Okay. The Orioles stole it. That game was stolen. It was stolen from them, then they stole it right back.
What?
Oh my god.
Wait, what's going on?
What is
happening?
What is going? Was it a diving play? He bobbled the ball.
What is happening? Are they challenging it? No. Other wall. No.
Kevin, I don't know what you saw, how much you saw. I've been chugging champagne. Sure, I spilled a lot, but what a game, man.
He will be the legendary
Birch Fish!
How about that?
Birch Fish fans, stand up! We did it!
What can I say? What can I say? The intro makes you smile after a win. It makes you smile after a win. That's what the Baltimore Orioles did today. They get the job done. Thankfully, it would have been a problem if they didn't against the Colorado Rockies. 5-1. The final score. They take 2 of 3, which, look, we can be honest about it. It's a massive disappointment that they didn't sweep the Rockies, but I guess at least they got the next best thing and looked like a baseball team over the past 2 days. So that was fun. And actually, I was smiling because when I was watching myself eat the ramen in the intro, I'm like, man, some non-spicy ramen sounds good. So maybe I'll go cook some of that up after we do this. This is Kevin and Zach React, your Orioles post-game destination. I am Kevin Ostreicher, one of your hosts. Zach Bollinger is currently at softball. I sent him the link, so we will. I guess it's a TBD whether Zach shows up, but we're gonna party on through today. You know, always good when the Orioles win. Moves their record to a whopping 47-58. They are now back to 11 games under 500. And again, it doesn't seem like there's hovering in that 12 to 9 games under range. They don't have a lot of time left. I'm not declaring the Orioles back here. It's fun that they've won these games, but we also have to be realistic about who they were playing this weekend. So, you know, now they have to go play Toronto, and you know, hopefully they're not going to Toronto. Toronto's coming to Baltimore, but you know, the gist. And by the way, I'm going to complain about this now. The fact that the Orioles play at 12:35 on Tuesday is absolutely disgusting. I get it's a 4-game series, but it's still absolutely disgusting. Let's get into this game a little bit. Tommy Cigano was on the hill today. 6 innings for Tomo, gives up the homer in the second inning, but that was all the damage that was done, really, the entire game. 8 strikeouts for Tomo, which is a good high strikeout day for Tomo. That's a good high strikeout day. Cano, Kittredge, and Dominguez get the 7th, 8th, and 9th, and they all get the job done. They allowed base runners, but, you know, it is what it is. Obviously, on the day, as the thumbnail says, Tyler O'Neill, is he the missing piece? Yankees, if you want somebody that can replace Judge, we got a guy here in Baltimore that could maybe help out. So O'Neill goes deep again. 3rd straight game with a homer for T-O-N, otherwise known as General Soreness. So shout out to the General. Other than that, you got Dylan Carlson coming through. Kobe Mayo hits a double, which was really nice to see. Yeah, Gunnar Henderson got on the board here with a hit and a walk. He scored 2 runs. He scored both times he got on base. So again, just a solid all around win for Baltimore. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But the Orioles right now, how many games do they have left? They have played. This is gonna be terrible. They played at 105 games now. That looks right. 58 plus 47, right? Look at me. I should teach some math lessons here. So 162 minus 105. They got 57 games left in the season. They got to play them all. So we're going to see how that all unfolds. And I actually saw a comment a little earlier from Pocket Watch. Glad the players got to experience yesterday, but aren't we better off the more our odds increase for a top draft picks? So that's the train of thought. Like, there are multiple schools of thought with, how people want the Orioles to finish this season. With a lost year that this looks like it is. Does it just benefit the team to lose as many games as possible and tank and get the top odds that you can for a draft pick? Or do you want to see them fight, get some good momentum heading into next season, maybe, make a random push at some point? I don't know. I personally am not there, but I know that some people are. There are multiple ways that you can look at how the Orioles should end this year. I think once the trade deadline hits on Thursday and we get past that and we can finally kind of take a step back and see what this team looks like on Friday, then there are going to be other opportunities to possibly go out there and say, hey, maybe they traded more guys than we thought. Maybe they traded less guys than we thought. And it tells them, but, by the time Thursday rolls around, they will have finished their series against Toronto. Or no, they'll be playing the last. What day is today? Oh, they play a double header. Oh, I'm like, okay, so okay, all right, wow. I was all turned around. I was like, why does a 4-game series end on a Wednesday? I was like, okay, now the 12:35 game makes more sense. Okay, I get it now. I take back my complaints. All right, I now understand the context. So yes, they will be finished with their 4-game set against Toronto by the time Thursday rolls around, because they will be playing 1 game tomorrow, 2 games on Tuesday, and then the get out of town day is going to be Wednesday. Wow, I thought I was tripping out. I didn't know what I was looking at. So you'll have the off day on Thursday. It's good that they're not going to be playing on Thursday. I'm glad that they're not playing on trade deadline day. So we'll kind of see how that all unfolds. I see a lot of people in the chat are saying this, and I feel the same way. They should go out and play hard every single day. And here's the thing, regardless of even if management wants them to tank and lose games, they're not going to go out there and throw games. Like, they're not going to say, oh, we're just going to take it. No, these guys are going to play hard. They're going to try to win. And that's what I want to see. I want to look, top odds for a draft pick are fun, but if they're just a bad team, which, they kind of have been this season, that'll happen naturally. I want to see them carry, like, hey, with Trevor Rogers, this is a perfect example. Trevor Rogers is a guy that, like, you can take something out of a lost season like this. I want to see more of those storylines. I want to see more of, okay, hey, the Orioles have something for next season. Even if it's not going to be this season, they can take something like that into 2026. And I see Cool Sharky with the $2. Appreciate you. Tyler O'Neill for Spencer Jones. Let's go. Hey, who says no? Maybe the Orioles actually would need a little bit more in that deal. Honestly, I'm not sure Spencer Jones is going to be enough for Tyler O'Neill at this point. So I guess we'll have to see the Godfather package that the team could put together for Mr. General Sorners. But let's get them on from behind the scenes. We got live updates from the softball playoffs. It is Mr. Zach Bollinger. All right, Zach, give it to us. How did they go for you? You're muted.
Well, we just lost in the championship. Actually, just moments ago. That was tough.
Oh,
yeah, it was 2 brackets. We're in the
heartbreaker or blowout?
So it was one of those things. We were the last seed, had the 2 seed first beat them, beat the 3 seed second. Then we went up against a team that ended up winning the championship. It was double elimination. We tied with them. But because it had to revert back to the last time that a team had the lead at the end of an inning, went back 2 innings, we lost that one. Won the next game. Actually, it stormed. We had a thunderstorm middle of the game, so they called the game and told us to go drive 20 minutes away to a different field. And yeah, we had to continue the championship here. It's been I've been here since 8:50.
How was your performance individually? Were you balling out, or was it a struggle
Kevin,
for you?
this was playoffs. I was third base coaching, and I was sipping on some high noon. So
no stats on the day. You didn't even play.
no, because we have like a massive team. So we had like 19 show up today. You only bat 11, 12, and I was not going.
Man, you can't even get a pinch hit appearance in there.
Hell no. That means I have to stretch and actually get ready to do it.
You can do it cold. You can do it cold. Come on.
Yeah, my entire body's about to be sore, and I was just walking around all day.
Well, you know what? You're a trooper for toughing that out. Really seems like you exerted a lot of force today.
You know, I tried. I had the arm was moving at third base.
Yeah, look at that shirt. I need one of those shirts.
A little swell with the hollow action.
Yeah.
Yeah, but go O's. Series win versus the Rockies. Hell yeah. Tyler O'Neill. Give us Aaron Judge.
He's the missing piece. The whole time. It was right in front of our eyes.
It is actually so funny though. The Tyler O'Neill resurgence. Not even resurgence. I mean, he's just finally healthy. But general soreness, man. Old General Soreness is kicking ass right now. Good for him.
Yeah. Tomo, high strikeout day, which was nice. You talked about that, which was cool.
Yeah. Kevin, what if Tyler O'Neill becomes the best bat available at the deadline? I mean, is it out of the realm?
If they do that, like I said, that I don't care. They could get fleeced in every single other move. If they can get off of O'Neill's contract, it's the best deadline of any team. Like,
oh my gosh! I mean, if they could get anything, a living body for him, I mean, like now he's finally doing exactly. It's funny because if he continues and he does this similar things like this the rest of the year, it's funny because Laureano, O'Neill, I mean, obviously Rogers, like a lot of these things that people hated looking a lot better, just all became way too late. Like, you know what I mean? Like it would have been, if Tyler O'Neill could have been doing this in April, that would have been sick, you know? Yeah, but it's all been too late.
Would have been nice, but I just, yeah, there is such thing as digging yourself too deep of a hole. And
yeah, and they did it. They definitely did. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say after beating the Rockies that they're back or they're like, oh, they're putting together momentum. That's not it at all. Yep. But you have to. Good, you win the final 2 games against the Rockies. That's exactly what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, like, go ruin some Blue Jays. So they got crushed today, I think. Though. So.
I've already decided that series at the end of the year versus the Yankees. I want the Yankees that to be we sweep them to get them out of the playoffs. That's my new goal. Have them continue to tank the way they have.
Well, apparently they're looking at moving relievers. So
with Aaron Judge out, I'm genuinely telling you, this is going to be an interesting, very interesting. I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, the Yankees. I have seen some people be like, oh, the Yankees should sell. The Yankees should sell. The Yankees shouldn't sell. If Aaron Judge comes back, that's still, I mean, he's not going to be out forever. I just am saying I think it's going to be very interesting how they play when in his absence. Because if they go, say he misses 15 games and they go 6-9, 7-8. I mean, you start these other teams that are playing decent ball right now are going to catch you. I think they only have a 2-game lead in the wild card right now, so it's not like they've separated themselves to a point where it's like they can afford a monumental collapse and still be there. We're seeing the Tigers are tempting that fate in everything right now, but they had a massive lead to where they could make that happen. Yankees, not so much. I mean, if the Yankees, if things keep going the way they are and the trajectory they are, they could be in trouble.
Yep. It's kind of tough to look at the Yankees right now and expect them to go out there and, like, how long is Judge going to not be able to play in the field? I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, the Orioles can come back and catch the Yankees. Like, no, that's not it. But
no. This has nothing to do with the Orioles.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just from like the Yankees' perspective. What do they even try to do? I mean, they've already acquired two infielders. I mean, maybe you do try to play Rosario in the outfield, and I mean, it's been a while since I think he's done that, but they're kind of in no man's land. Like they're struggling. Like they are bad right now.
Yeah, it would be an incredible day if the Yankees somehow miss the playoffs. That's for sure, especially in a year where Judge, Stanton, all of them, if they get another year older, and once we have nothing to show for, like that starts to get questions start arising about the future of that team. Garrett Cole coming off Tommy John, he's at 36 now. I mean, Judge is getting craziest stat I've heard. Bryce Harper is younger than Aaron Judge. That's crazy to me.
I mean, I thought he was like 25 a year ago. So, I mean,
oh yeah, I forgot. So that's definitely crazy to you.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know how old he was. So, just crazy, absolutely crazy.
Kevin, have we done our draft lottery yet?
We have not. Let's get to that. Then we'll get to some call-ins. So let me pull this up. I assume you're celebrating after this. Yeah, I'm gonna take that as a yes. I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Oh, sorry, I was talking crap walking out.
No, I was saying, are you celebrating after this? Is that?
I'm not celebrating. I'm going to get food. I'm going to get food because I am starving. I have not eaten today.
Not at all. I guess you got. They didn't bring in like snacks or anything for you.
No.
Man, I thought you were in a high class softball league. Come on now.
Yeah, no. We've been playing too much softball. There was just a lot of softball today, Kevin.
Are these 9-inning games?
6. No, so 6,
okay.
7.
All right. How do I? Okay, here we go. Share my screen. Let's get the window going. Tankathon. Yep. Okay. There it is. All right. Everybody can see this, right? Zoom in. There we go. All right. We got the draft lottery. Orioles still 5th, but they have won 2 games. Atlanta is doing their best to keep that 4 spot from the Orioles here. They are now 2 games above the Orioles. The Twins are 3 games below the Orioles. So the Orioles, their sweet spot right now seems to be 5. We'll see how that goes. But we'll sim this thing 3 times like we always do, and we'll hope for the best here. So let's go. Number 1. All right, they move up to 4. The A's get the number 1 pick. Not a lot of craziness happening on this one. So that wasn't too eventful. All right, let's go number 2. Minnesota. So if the Orioles were 1 spot lower, they would have had number 1. They got number 3 though. So 4 and 3 is not bad. That's not bad. Cleveland moves up 9 spots to number 4. Kansas City moves down as well. All right, last one.
We need number 1, Kevin.
All right, let's go. Nope, number 6. All right. That was kind of an uneventful one. Nothing too crazy happened. Seems like their sweet spot is 5, though. We just reset it. Oh, wait, am I supposed to reset it before every time? I mean, I think it definitely resets automatically, right? It has to. It has to. All right. Well, that was our fun.
No, you have to hit reset.
Oh, all right. Well, I didn't do that. Okay. So now, all right. Now we have 2 other spins.
Yeah.
All right. Orioles get 3. So literally the same exact thing happened as the second spin without the reset. Now here's the last spin on the actual reset. Number 7. Okay, so I guess it negatively rewarded me for not spinning, or not resetting. Well, they take 2 or 3 from the Rockies. Still disappointing considering that they're the Rockies. And you literally saw over the past 2 days why they are the Rockies and why they are historically bad. And the fact the Orioles couldn't sweep them is, yeah, it's disappointing. It's disappointing. So, any other things on the game, Zach, before we get into call-ins or anything? Okay, that's very riveting insight. I appreciate you giving us that perspective. Let's get into call-ins. Where's the call link? I gotta pop out of here soon, and Zach is. I'm gonna say Zach is celebrating. I'll speak for him. He's celebrating. Where are the call-ins? Call-ins. I actually got signed out of all of the YouTube pages, so I had to re-sign in. Oh, I was like, who joined? I was not looking at the screen. I'm like, who joined? I didn't put the call link yet.
Yeah, no, I think I dropped this. That's all, man.
Okay. You gave some riveting perspective while you were muted, by the way.
You gave some what perspective?
You gave some riveting perspective on the Orioles while you were muted. I asked you if you had anything else on the game, and you were just silent.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I did not watch a single pitch. I was following it on my phone. Sagano, obviously, so horn. That's not gonna hurt him. That especially if that's the only thing that they get. Yeah, it's first the Rockies. I get that. What do you do? Like, you can't. There's this feeling that you can't be happy about performing well against bad teams. This is what Sagano was supposed to do. Like at the end of the day, it's against the Rockies. I get it, but for him to go out there and pitch the way he did, how many strikeouts did he have? 8 or something? 7, 8.
Yep.
I mean, absolutely incredible. Just keep building confidence for him, especially if he's going to be here. You do want him figuring it out, and maybe you can give him an extension if he does and looks like the Sagano we saw at the beginning of the year.
We shall see. We shall see. All right. Let's get to our first call-in. Let's get the timer up to over here. Here we go. All right. We got Arkansas Joe. 2-0 in the trash can era, man. What can I say, man? You're the reason. Basket all in.
2-0 in the trash can era.
You can never move them. I hope you've ordered new trash cans because those ones can't move again. You gotta keep them there.
We're gonna have to make a call tomorrow to get new trash cans. So, and then I'm gonna be charged, and then the Orioles are gonna lose 4 straight to the Blue Jays, and I'm gonna be stuck with 2 extra trash cans. But
yeah,
it's worth it, right? It's worth it.
Exactly. You gotta take 1 or 2 new trash cans for the team. So this is the turnaround we all need.
It's the little things, Joe. It's the little things.
It's the little things. I mean, Zach, your softball team should have a snack mom. Like, I mean,
true.
All good ball teams have a snack mom. Or
Zach, you should be the snack mom, actually.
I know. I should have.
Snack wife.
Honestly, I should have. Someone Someone brought a pack of high noons, and that was kind of the
Yeah, of course.
Oh, as we found out, that's expensive snacks. So
yeah.
you
Yeah,
balling.
no Arkansas tax for that though. Luckily for Zach or whoever bought it.
You need some protein though. Some protein. Get some
Yeah,
sodium.
get some what beef
Yeah.
jerky or sunflower seed. Man, get the sunflower seeds going.
Yeah.
That's what you really need.
That
I will say
you would have
I'm a
won.
big sunflower seed guy.
Yeah, dude. Same. I love sunflower
Yeah.
seeds.
Don't look inside the cab of the Red Bull truck. It looks like I could plant them in there. So
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, man.
it's a quality snack.
It's
Sunflower seeds.
one of the best. Honestly, I will say it's one of the best. Although
Are we
my
a David's? Are we a David's
that's
or are we a Biggs guy?
David's is mine. Although I don't hate Bigs. I mean, I like both, but I just growing up the one that my dad would always get me when I would go to Little League and when I played baseball was David's, and maybe that's because his name is David, but I mean that's just been the one that I grew up on. Are you more Bigs than David's, Joe? What are you?
I'm whichever one is cheaper.
You know what? I like that. I like that.
A seed is a seed.
I guess some do Bigs offer different flavors than.
Yeah, they have like the Taco Bell one and the Old Bay one.
Okay, yeah, that's
I
probably.
mean, I will buy. It's a sin if I don't buy the Old Bay seeds. I mean,
Is that Bigs? Is that Bigs?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Wow, because I know David's has like the ranch and the nacho cheese and barbecue and all the classic ones, but I didn't know. All right, now I need to actually write that down. Let me make sure. I'm gonna come to Arkansas. We're gonna mine for diamonds or gold or whichever.
So
I always forget which one
it is. If I don't buy those, it's tragic because I'm from Maryland. So
you got to. I
got
love it.
to.
Well, Joe, appreciate you calling in, man.
We're gonna win the rest of them. What we say? 52 more games. Win them all.
If the trash can stay, I don't see a way they can lose again. So
I'm cutting this front grass today. So
all right, well, stay cool, stay safe, and we will talk soon. Hopefully, after another Orioles win, courtesy of the trash cans. So
yeah. Is Tony off the IL? Is he going to come in there and hit
I don't think so. I think he might have been moved to the 60 actually. Let me look quickly.
Come in and hit a game-winning home run.
Activate him mid-game. Bring him in. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I don't think he's not there.
It's crazy.
He is on the 60. Yep, he's on.
Tony
the 60.
Taters is going to get a World Series ring on the IL. And we have general soreness. So,
Crazy how life works. But awesome, Joe. Appreciate you, man. We'll talk soon, all right?
Yep.
Beautiful. All right, Joe. Appreciate always appreciate Joe calling in. Appreciate everybody who calls in. All right. All right, Zach, you're back. You're having some internet difficulties on the road.
Well, it's like, yeah, I was gonna say I'm heading back. And it just randomly will start raining, and then when it starts raining, it just goes out completely.
Huh.
Although I kept trying to say, spicy dill pickle sunflower seeds are incredible. Like,
oh wow, I didn't even know. I didn't know that was a flavor either.
Yeah, spicy dill pickle.
I need to get my sunflower seed game up. I only know the basics.
My girlfriend showed me those, and absolutely incredible. That's without a doubt my favorite now.
Wow. All right, I gotta write that one down too. All right, we got the Old Bay, and then we got the spicy dill pickle. Love it. All right, let's move on to our next call. Then we got Danny behind the scenes. Get the timer going. Danny, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man, dude. General soreness.
He's the missing piece. He was right there in front of our eyes. We finally are starting to see what the Orioles paid for.
I know, right?
It's crazy how I guess health can make you a good baseball player.
Well, the thing is, it's like I feel like they should have known. Like, this dude has a massive history of being hurt.
Yeah.
So like,
I know. It's true. You gotta account for it, and I think that they probably felt good enough about. I mean, I don't think they felt that good about Laureano. I mean,
oh
compared
god,
to what he was, like
no.
they Laureano's kind of saved them in that regard, but I guess they felt good enough about Heston coming into the year, and you know that they were going to get production there, and it didn't work out.
Mhm.
So, I mean, hopefully he can stay healthy, but.
Hopefully. Well, the thing is, like, I feel like Beavers. He's earning. I feel like Beavers. He's gonna get called up again. He's gonna get called up before Heston. He's hitting.
Yeah, I think by the time September rolls around, both of them will be on the roster. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
especially when we're gonna probably talk about 3 to 9 guys being traded between now and Thursday. So there are gonna be spots. It's just a matter of
There's gonna be
where
plenty
they're
of
gonna come in.
probably on a possibly 2 guys like in the rotation. Now, like Bradish and Wells won't be back probably till mid to end of August. So, like, they'll need to find guys. They have young, but they'll need to find somebody to pitch for them till then. But
Right.
I don't know, man. Like, hey, man, like a win's a win. It's good. It's the Rockies though, so like, again, like this is clearly a series they should have swept, and it's like still like it's peak. This is peak 2025 Orioles. It's like, yeah, you won the series against the Rockies, but you should have swept them. And like, yeah, you won huge last night. That's great. But like, you're still under, and it still baffles me that the Blue Jays had the best record in all baseball. It's still like one of those things to me that I just don't get. But hey, they're playing good.
Yeah, I mean, credit to them. I guess that all of their whiffs on big free agents, they were gearing up with all this good karma, I guess, for going after guys.
Well, hey, I guess it turns out because beginning of the year, like they weren't very good at the start of the year.
Yeah.
And hey, man, like I feel like, again, like the Orioles continued to be bad, and they had a good month, but the good month was too late. And like you had a great June, but you had a horrendous April and May. And the Blue Jays, basically since May, have been playing better. So hey, man, and it's like I feel like it sucks too because like I feel like this trade deadline would have been great to get a starter. Yeah. I feel like a guy that like they need, but again, at the end of the day, like they're going to sell, and as they should. But like again, you look at guys like a Sandy or a Keller, like 2 guys you could have them for years.
Yeah,
and they're on good contracts. So I'm like, man, like one of those 2 guys would be great to be on this team next year. But again, they'll probably be elsewhere.
Yeah. And that's the big thing about, when you're in this sell mode or your year is lost, you don't want to buy. And I guess you could maybe think about how, they could help in 2026 and maybe put together a package. But when you're in sell mode, you miss out on getting those guys. And you're going to have to probably turn to free agency. Obviously, Valdez, I think, is the guy that everybody wants. There are a couple of other bigger name arms that they could bring in as well. But, if the Orioles were just even a little bit better and a little bit more in contention and just like, won a couple more of these games that flipped on them, we could be talking about them as like, oh, hey, maybe they just need to add a piece or 2 and maybe they can make a run. But, with them being 11 under still and
that's right,
57 games left. Like,
oh yeah. And the thing is, they need to sell guys off, get some good young pitching depth, because our 2 best guys, ETA is 26. Yeah, they're still down there. So I would say, I don't know. The thing is, Valdez, I would love to have him, but I also feel like I would not give him 6 years. 4, maybe 5 is the max I give him, because again, he is older. He'll be 32 next year.
Yeah, I was just looking. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, older pitcher.
He's good. He's great.
Yeah, he's incredible.
He's
He's
incredible.
incredible.
But I'm just saying, like, again, like Max Fried went 8 years, which I was like, that's a little bit much, but like Max Fried is a guy that he's more. He's the guy I'm like, yeah, I can see him pitching well. Valdez, again, I can see him pitching well, but again, like he'll be 32. I would not go like if he wants 6 years personally, I wouldn't do it. It's just because like of one of those things. But if you get him for 5 or even 4, heck yeah, do it.
Yeah, the thing with the Orioles and kind of what they have to weigh, they're not in New York, they're not in LA, they're not of that stratosphere of teams.
Oh no.
And so maybe like in some situations, they probably do have to overpay for stars to get them to come to Baltimore.
Right.
And that's okay. That's what
That's
medium.
okay.
Yeah. It's
Part of the
what,
game.
yeah. It's what medium to small market teams have to do when they're going up against bigger markets. Not all the time, but in certain ways. So I'm curious to see how it happens because you can't have an offseason like you did this past offseason. You have to be able to go out there, get a big arm.
I feel like they need 2 arms. If you want to sign 2, great. I would say, sign 1 and, try to trade for 1.
Yeah.
Because again, sure. I also feel like in the offseason, like some of the packages for guys, it'd be less. And, but like, I also feel like a bat, it'll be helpful because we also just don't know, especially in terms of guys like, like who's going to be here next year. Right. Again, like we know the core, but, Ramon Laureano, is he going to be here? I still feel like that they could use a big power bat in the middle of that lineup.
Yeah.
And like, and there's some guys in free agency who, if they always wanted to go get them, I was like, dude, do it. But at the end of the day, it's up to them. But like, they cannot have an offseason like this year because I feel like Elias's job is on the line. He knows it too.
He definitely knows it. He definitely. There's no way he doesn't at this point.
Oh, and like I said, I would not even hate the idea of like trade, get some pieces in, and potentially even use some of the pieces you get Thursday to get a guy in the offseason.
Yep, 100%. That's the way that you do it. Is you can allocate assets, get what you can for guys, and then you can move them for a star later. I mean, it's the way to do it. So it's going to be interesting to see. Danny, appreciate you calling in, man.
Absolutely, man.
You too. Appreciate everything, and we'll talk soon.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
All right. Peace out. Boom. All right. Let's keep it moving along. We got our last call-in. It is Joey. Let's bring him on here. Joey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Howdy, man. What's going on? Mr. Kevin Ostreicher, the most depressed Orioles fan with the radio show.
You can blame the Orioles for that.
Begging for the start of Ravens preseason to start. You're out here, man. You're like, we beat them, but who cares? You know what I mean? Like,
I like the wins. I'll take the wins. Don't get me wrong. I wish they had swept them, and I think we do have to be realistic again about who they played. That's all I'm saying. I don't know
if you're in the business of realism, my man. You're in media. We are distractions, or you are a distraction. And no, man. I mean, so look, like. I mean, you saw Kobe, this is this Kobe ascension that's going on right now.
Like, for sure.
That's something that you can fixate on. And I remember calling, and thank you for taking my call, but I haven't called in a while. So
no, it's good to see you. Good to hear from you.
But like I would call in earlier and talk about the mental aspect of this team. And it's just, you can see it, right? Like it wasn't there with under Hyde and then under the first era or the first stint with Manzolino. And then you see a guy like Kobe come up who, when he made his MLB debut, was struggling, and then now you see the progression, and you see the confidence and the mind. Like mentally, Kobe Mayo is locked in. So if that mindset can bleed through to the rest of the team, like we can acknowledge, maybe the season's lost, or more than likely is lost, but the things that you need to work on are being addressed on a day-to-day basis to hopefully get more faith next year. And I know people want to be upset, but like baby steps at this point.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing when, however anybody wants this season to go, whether people want them to tank for the draft picks, whether you want them to fight, there are a lot of different schools of thought, a lot of different people have. I just want to see them I want them to play hard. Like that's to me the big thing that I want to see. But then also, like you said, with Kobe and Trevor Rogers, like taking that into 2026 of like, hey, these guys are building this season. You can still work on things this year. And while that might not result in them making the playoffs or going on a run or anything like that, that's something that for a team that is trying to retool for next year, maybe this is a lost season, but they're going to be competitive hopefully next year. Getting Kobe real at bats now, having Trevor Rogers feel this confident now, maybe getting some of the other young guys up after the deadline or figuring out roles for guys, you can still use a lost season to benefit your squad. And I think that's what the Orioles should be looking to do. Exactly what you're saying there.
Who's in a better position than the O's after having, what was it, 5 first-round picks? Was it 5 or 4?
Yeah, I believe it was 5, right?
5. So,
4.
Oh, was it 4? Okay.
4. So was it you guys?
Yeah.
Were you guys talking on the Ryan Ripken? I forget who, one of the guys who was, but just talking about asset management and stuff. And everyone wants to shit on Mike Elias. Excuse me for my language, but when it comes to asset management and like running the numbers, you can trust him to do that, right? Like if he's gonna live and die by the analytics, then he'll probably be able to manage the assets well because he's so focused on the numbers.
Yeah.
Like those guys they drafted, they're gonna trade them. You're not hanging on to like how many? What did they get? 2 shortstops, right? You're not gonna trade one of those guys, the guy from Hawaii or was it Arkansas?
Arkansas, yeah.
Yeah, like you're not gonna compound these assets. You're not gonna manage these assets properly. Like, do you really believe that? I don't. I think they're gonna go out. They might be sellers now, and when the winter comes around, then you're gonna see it ramp up, and it's gonna be hopefully better than last offseason.
Right. You got to put yourself in pole position, get as many assets as you can, and then obviously use those. That's kind of been the message of the day, it feels like, is get what you can for guys aren't going to be there next season or you feel like aren't going to be a part of your long-term future, and then turn that around and put together a Burns package or put together something for an arm or someone that can help you contribute. So,
But are you really looking for an ace with Kyle Bradish and Grayson Rodriguez on your roster? Or are you looking for more Zach Eflins? Are you looking for more reliability? Do you really want because in my opinion, with Bradish and Grayson, you have 2 guys who are throwing heat with a lot of good stuff, like nasty stuff. Slider, Bradish's slider, Grayson's changeup. Like you have 2 guys who can dominate a game, okay? And then from there on out, how can we buff out the rest of this rotation? So right now we got Sugar, Sagano. He's probably not staying, right? Morton, gone. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if me personally, I'm looking for a true ace as much as it would help. Of course it would help, right? But
yeah.
I would have faith. I would have faith in Bradish and Grayson, and then give me two guys who are Zach Eflin level, who will go out there in a season and win, 14 games. And just I don't know if it's about the talent. It's just about the room. Like, get the room together. You need to believe you can win.
Yeah, there are a lot of different things they have to fix. Obviously, getting a new coaching staff is going to be priority number 1 for them. Who's going to be the next manager? I'd feel better about them not getting an ace, Joey, if Grayson and Bradish didn't have the injury issues. To where like Grayson to the point of like, can we trust Grayson to pitch a full season? I mean, I know Zach is refusing to say Grayson's name until this is a part of the future, but I still trust Grayson. Do I trust him to stay on the mound for a full 162? I can't say that right now because of how it's gone for him. So it's about having the reliability.
You can't worry about that, though. You can't worry about that.
You can't.
Not this team.
Can't
not
have
this
it
team.
Yeah. Well, no, not this particular version of it, but
I mean, you've seen it with the Dodgers, man. It's next man up. So even if he can't stay healthy, it doesn't matter. Whatever he contributes to that point, then there are other guys on our team. This is what I'm talking about, the mental aspect. It's like, you guys don't even believe, so there's no way in heck they believe. You know what I mean? Just seen this year. It's like, why not? Why not us, right? Who cares? Who cares about all the noise? But that's just my 2 cents.
No, I know. It's a combination of everything. It's everything that goes into it. And there's so much that has to go right. And health is obviously like the number 1 thing. And so that's why it's so important to have the depth of maybe, like 6 to 7 guys, 8 guys even, that can go out there. So if Grayson does go down, you have it. But if he doesn't, you at least have the insurance, and you feel good about who's behind him and Bradish and everybody there. So
that's where I feel like we agree on. Just get quality arms. I don't know if
yeah,
it's about
100%.
top tier.
Yeah.
Just get some quality.
No, definitely.
And
That's what they need for sure.
And then what was the last guy who called in? I forget his name already. I'm sorry. Danny. So Danny was talking about the outfield and the like what led us to this situation we're in with trying to call up Dylan Beavers and stuff, or how they had more faith in Heston Kierstad. If Colton Cowser doesn't go down, the third series or fourth series of the year, right? Like this is going to be completely different.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. If he doesn't go down in that Rays series, this is going to be this season outlook. I feel like is completely changed from the so last summer. Westberg goes down, people are dropping like flies, and then you get that demoralized. Right. Your head's down, you're trudging into the playoffs.
Right.
But when the next season starts, you're like, okay, we'll be healthy. We got this. Like the morale's high. And the next thing you know, Cowser's thumb is bent backwards and he's out. And then more people are dropping, and it's like, oh, here we go again. So, if they had Cowser to start the year, I'm thinking we're looking at a lot more wins. I'm thinking we're looking at 500. But as Ryan said, with what I talk about, the what ifs, right?
It's all about the what ifs, and it's true. I mean, I don't think Gunnar, Cowser, Jackson, Adley, like that group together, Westberg has not played a lot of games this season together. I don't even know if they've played like more than 10 together. Like it's been that kind of year.
3.
Yeah,
I thought it was like 3 of them.
Like it's barely been anything. Like they haven't had all that. So you do wonder, it is the what if of like, what if they had that contingent together for the majority of the season? Would they have been able to be more consistent? My answer is yes. I think they could have been, because you get that consistency in the lineup, and those are talented players are missing, and you got to replace them.
I don't think they went into the year banking on Kierstad. I really didn't. I mean, I feel like they might have looked at him as like a situational power bat.
Yeah,
the platoon. They wanted him to be a platoon role.
Right.
And he just couldn't handle it. But that's okay, because you get next year. Whatever. I'm like, he couldn't handle his opportunity now, and he'll get another chance eventually. But that was what Danny was talking about, how they wanted to bank on Kierstad. I don't think they wanted to bank on Kierstad. This is just unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah, I think that it was going to be some level of a platoon where Heston was like the guy getting less at bats in the platoon. I don't think they were necessarily like relying on him to be an everydayer, but I think they were obviously relying on him for more production than they have gotten from him. And he's been yanked around, he's been up and down, and that obviously hasn't helped anything. So I think he'll be back up by the time September rolls around, and they move off with some guys, and he'll get another opportunity. But that's another what if to me, Joey, is like, man, what if he was able to help this team out a little bit more than he has? A lot of what ifs this year.
Hey man, don't worry about it. No reason to be upset. There's always, and remember, it's whenever with what you were saying about the Rockies, how it's like, oh, we only took 2 or 3 of the Rockies. I'm gonna get a little deep here. I'm not trying to make it upsetting, but this could be someone's last Orioles game. So, I mean,
it's true.
Shoot,
yeah,
like they come out and get a win today. At this point, man, I'm not looking at the future. It's just about now. Like, screw it. It's now.
Hey, I hear you, man. Look, for guys like Seti who have been through the trials of these handful of 100-loss seasons to get to this point, and O'Hearn's comeback story, like we're seeing the end of some of these guys, and I do try to cherish all that and make sure that like we appreciate what those guys have done for the organization. And of course, when and if they're moved, that's a conversation for then as well. But like to see Seti have the game he did last night was really cool, and like to have those vintage Seti moments. So I agree with you there, man. It's like definitely appreciate these guys while they're here, because there's always an end. Every tenure comes to an end at some point. Whether it's through trade, free agency, retirement. So got to appreciate them for sure.
And I just think even if these guys move on, these guys that we love, these fan favorite players, like, unfortunately, with the nature of the business, like they're not reaching the heights that they want to. And despite all the attributes that we love, Cedric's defense, O'Hearn's pure swing, Like again with Danny, he's talking about we need one more bat, right? If I were to slot one more position on this team to get another power bat, it would have to be in the outfield. It would either have to be center field or right field because I'm not moving Cowser unless I get something back. You know what I mean? So he's staying in left or center. They need another all-star outfielder to if they really want to fix these offensive woes, these consistent offensive woes, right? They need another Mr. Reliable, especially if you lose O'Hearn. Like you need they and I think they should address that in the outfield. They should look for a stud piece in the outfield to lock it down, and then you got so much impact, like all around impact from every part of the lineup.
Yeah, there's a lot of flexibility you can have there as well. And I know Zach talks about it all the time, having that like feared hitter in the 4th spot, right? That's where you can, especially with, and I agree, it should be an outfielder. You know, I know a lot of people talk about Alonso. I know Schwarber is a name that a lot of people bring up as well in terms of that, right? But I know, but like that kind of like power bat type of guy doesn't have to be those guys exactly, right? But I think that's what we're definitely on the same page about that, Joey, where it's like get another fear guy in the 4 spot and have a player like that can really help you out. That to me is where I think you have to go this offseason, along with trying to get some more quality arms too. But that's the big thing. Joey, appreciate you calling in, man. Good conversation. I appreciate that. I appreciate having good conversation with you. You bring really quality insight, man. So appreciate you calling in, and we'll talk soon, all right?
Can't wait for Raven season, KO. Let's go.
Hey, let's go, man. Let's go. Appreciate you. Peace out. All right. Zach, you there, big dog?
Yeah, I finally made it back. I was
good.
Back.
Glad to see you back. Glad to see you back. Well, I think that's all we got, right? Is anything else?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Orioles beat the Rockies 2 out of 3. They take the series. They have a 4-game set against Toronto coming up tomorrow. Again, they got the doubleheader out. I initially was complaining about the 12:35 game, and then I realized it was a doubleheader game. So I took all my complaints back about it, knowing that that's just logistics. So they'll play 4 against Toronto, and then trade deadline comes along. So
what a fun time to be alive, Kevin, in Birdland.
Oh, man, you got to love it. So back on the saddle tomorrow, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow on Kevin and Zach React. I'll go steady. Let's go set your fellas today.
Tyler O'Neill.
Good one. That was, good one.